You're watching Sunday Morning Matters on KC24, your local election headquarters.
This rigorous course to be the mayor of Fresno. I did it in 2016. I mean, it literally drains you to do that. So to take on this challenge in this office,
You're watching Sunday Morning Matters on KC24, your local election headquarters.
this rigorous course to be the mayor of Fresno. I did it in 2016. I mean, it literally drains you to do that. So to take on this challenge in this office, you need to be fully committed and be willing to take a lot of flack.
I do.
We'll hear much more from Mayor Lee Bryant in just moments, and he does know what it takes to win. But the race for 2020 is now a face-off. This after the COO for the Central Valley Community Foundation dropped out. That's Eliot. He says he wants to dedicate more time to his family's health. That means Jerry Dyer and Fresno County Prosecutor Andrew Jans will be going head-to-head. And that leads us into this week's panel. Time for roll call. KC24 political analyst Jim Veros is here. Political science professor at Fresno State, Lisa Bryant. And local attorney and business owner, Nathan Miller. Welcome, one and all. So, yes, I'll tell you what, when you look at this, now a face-off between the two. We're going to start with this mayor's race conversation, really turning into Jerry Dyer and Andrew Jans. Luis Chavez dropped out weeks ago. Now we have Eliot this week dropping out. Lisa, I want to start with you as the political science professor that we have. Why do you think Luis Chavez and Eliot dropped out so early in this race? I mean, they gave their reasons, but honestly, what's behind it?
They're pretty typical politician reasons. You know, they may have done internal polling, some soft polling that we don't know about, and their name recognition certainly isn't at the same caliber as somebody like Jerry Dyer or Andrew Jans, and so it could be that their polling numbers were bad. We don't know that. They probably wouldn't release that, but my speculation would be, you know, that they either heard sort of word on the street or had some hard evidence that maybe they had a really steep uphill battle going against those two names. A
lot of campaign dollars maybe not filtering in?
That's possible too. I mean, you have Dyer, again, who has a reputation in the community. He has a lot of connections in the community. And then Jans has a big sort of national network of potential donors because he had that national name recognition in 2018. And so, yeah, going up against those, building name recognition is hard. It takes a lot of resources. It takes a lot of groundwork. And so probably that's part of the reason that's pushing them out of the race.
Ask Jim Veros, his name recognition, I mean, my goodness.
Yeah, it's pretty high.
He knows all about that.
I'm not going to disagree with you.
Yeah, it's a two-horse race here, Jim. So we saw those fundraising numbers, what I was just talking about with Lisa. We saw Jerry Dyer already raise more than $260,000. Andrew Jans is a distant second, somewhere around $70,000. But some of that still left over from his campaign against Devin Nunes. So really, you look at this, is that a solid indication of what we'll see at the ballot box in 2020?
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, listen, dollars mean a lot in races like this. And when you take a look, not just at the total dollar amounts that were raised, but where the money was coming from. Andrew Jans obviously brought in about $70,000, a little more than that, but about 80% of that was outside of the city. He needs to focus on getting, you know, local dollars coming in. And I think that Councilman Chavez and Eliot took a look at that and said, we're just not going to be able to raise the money. A little surprised by Luis, because obviously Luis had ran for state senate before and has a really good reputation in Sacramento. So I was a little surprised that he dropped out that early. Once again, they probably had let him know that the money wasn't going to be there. In regards to the campaign, listen, mano a mano, and Jans is a seasoned vet now, going through the war with Congressman Nunes. So he thinks that he's got what it takes to go up against, you know, a conservative frontrunner. So we'll see how he does.
Nathan, I want you to put on your local business hat for me.
It's on.
And there you go. Who has the most support here when you talk about homegrown business owners like you and your family? Obviously, you've talked to other business owners in the Valley here. Where would they lean if they're looking at these two candidates?
Well, I think most certainly Jerry Dyer. I think he's probably the more conservative candidate. I really don't know where he falls politically as far as you know, conservative or liberal, but I tend to believe that he's more conservative than liberal, and we know where Jan stands because he fought Devin Nunes for such a long period of time.
But both of them are in law enforcement per se, right? So how do you think they're going to translate that into helping local business owners?
Well, I think for Jans to win, he has to find a creative way to translate that into helping local business owner if he wants that vote. I don't know how he's going to do it. Dyer just has name recognition for the most part, and I think that's how he's going to win that vote, the approval.
Lisa, we're going to hear from Mayor Bryant in just a little bit, but how much do you think his endorsement sends one of these over the top?
I mean, it's going to matter. You know, endorsements matter all the time, and so getting people who are well respected in the community matters. I think the other thing to think about with this race in particular is it's on a presidential election year.
Yeah.
And so mayor is going to appear a couple of races down ballot from the president, you know, Senate, we don't have any senators, but senators and House of Representatives. And so mobilization of the electorate for those top of the ticket races can affect down ballot races, and so that could work for or against either one of the candidates as well. But in the meantime, I think, you know, endorsements are probably.
You know what the interesting thing is here is that two have dropped out early, but there could be a lot more popping in. Jim, do you see anybody else kind of entering this race, kind of waiting in the wings?
I kind of noticed Henry Perea taking some photos on Facebook this week. I mean, he's doing some commercials, and obviously he's a friend of the show and whatnot. But I did kind of take a look at that and say, you know, I mean, he's on Facebook a lot, but I could see someone like a Henry Perea or someone taking a look at it saying, wait a minute, I could raise $70,000 in my sleep. Yeah. Like I'm not saying he is, but I could see someone saying, listen, there's no way I'm going to let this happen on my watch.
Yeah. I want to move to, you just heard from Mike Karbassi, who unofficially takes the District 2 seat for the Fresno City Council. What does it say that, you know, somewhere around 10,000 voters only come out in Northwest Fresno? You're a business owner also, Nathan, in Northwest Fresno. Mike Karbassi getting a lot of this, at least close to 60% of that vote, but the potential was about 44,000 voters. Why do you think nobody really came out?
Generally in District 2, you're going to see anywhere between 12 to 15,000 voters. So yeah, there is a large voting population there. And I think we saw only 8 on election night, maybe close to 9. They're still counting some absentees. But the majority of his votes came from the absentee ballots, which, you know, I got to congratulate Darius Assimi. I feel like this is an election he bought and paid for. He spent a lot of money on Mike Karbassi, and that, you know, they sent out probably a mailer every week, I think is what it seemed like. I mean, you get something literally every week in the mail.
Interesting you say that. Why would you say Darius bought and paid for?
Darius Assimi is a heavy backer of Mr. Karbassi. Darius Assimi, all of the people who endorsed Mr. Karbassi were people that Darius Assimi gave a lot of money to. And so Darius Assimi, I'm sure, tapped everybody on the shoulders and asked them to endorse him. And somebody who was a really surprise to me was Jim Patterson. You know, Jim Patterson saw Lawrence Garcia, I believe it was, at a Gavin Gladding event and told Lawrence Garcia how important it would be for Lawrence to win this because he was a conservative and to beat Karbassi specifically. And then Jim Patterson endorsed Karbassi, and that I believe was because Darius Assimi made the request for the most part.
Interesting. Yeah. Lisa, just a couple seconds here. How much does this change the dynamic of the dais?
Well, I mean, so actually tapping into what you're talking about, when you have a freshman on the dais, when you have somebody you don't know, he doesn't have a voting record, we don't know how he's going to vote, we only know campaign speeches, and campaign speeches, you know, aren't always fully informed, and so they can't always add up with how people vote once they're there. I think that what we can go by is endorsements, right? So who are the people that endorsed you and why, and how do they expect you to vote once you're there? And so I think that that might be a pretty good prediction of how we might expect Karbassi to vote.
I'll give you 5 seconds, Jim. Go.
Let the good times roll. We're going to be doing this again in a few months, and we're in a presidential cycle, so buckle up. It's going to be fun.
Buckle up. I like that. Buckle up for round 2. Not far away.